There are a lot of weapons in Atomfall, and while some of them can be found randomly throughout the game, there are a lot of them that do have specific locations that you can find them at to instantly get the weapon you want without needing luck. So in this video, I will be showing you the locations of some very good weapons that you can rush to get right away at the start of the game. But first, if this video helps you and you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe to this channel. Now starting up, we have some early game weapons that you can miss. Now these won't be amazing guns, but they will be very helpful to get your hands on them at the start of the game. So to start off, head to this location on the map. And here you will find a bunker right beside where you start the game. And in this side room on the right in this bunker, you will find a free revolver and some ammo for it. So definitely always grab this as soon as you start a new playthrough, and you can also find 2 training stims in this bunker that will give you a little bit of a head start on the game. Next, we will go to this location on the map right beside the bunker. And if you jump into this room in the back, you will find a body with a shotgun on it and some ammo for it nearby. Again, this won't be the best gun, but at the start of the game it can do some good damage, but you will eventually replace it for something that will hold more than one shot in it. But you should still grab this as soon as you can, as there's no reason to not take a free gun at the start of the game. Which leads us to the next weapon, which can be found right here on the map. When you get here, crawl under these planks, and in this building you will find a free rifle and ammo for it. I like this rifle, especially during the early game, as it can take out enemies in one shot if you get headshots, and it's pretty accurate. It's also a pretty commonly found weapon, so you can easily find duplicates of it on the enemies that you kill, then use those to upgrade your rifle. But now that we have those 3 basic starter weapons, let's move on to the more advanced weapons. First, you will want to go to this location on your map in the Windham Village. When you get here, look for this building with the ramp leading up to it, then look under the ramp to find a hidden Lee 4 rifle. This is a great rifle that you can get your hands on right away. It will hold 5 rounds instead of the single round in the 22 rifle, allowing you to get off more shots without needing to reload in between every shot, which will be very helpful in Atomfall, especially if you miss a shot. Missing a shot with the 22 really sucks because of how long it takes to reload. Next, you can head to this location on the map, which will be the church in the Windham Village. Now, if you haven't been here before, you can head to this room to find a body that will have the sickle melee weapon sticking out of it. This is a great early game melee weapon, as it will do some good damage and it will have a pretty fast attack speed, and usually you wouldn't find this weapon until a little later in the game once you meet the druids. The last weapon in Windham Village can be found right here on the map. When you get here, use this cellar door, then follow where I go on screen. And here you will find an M1911 pistol in the stock quality, which will be better than the rusty versions of this weapon that you will find on the enemies in the game. This is a great pistol that can do good damage and holds more than double the amount of ammo that the revolver holds, making it a great backup weapon when you're fighting big groups of enemies. Now, while we're in Windham Village, you should know that you can hide behind the church and use your takedowns on the soldiers that patrol alone behind it. This will get you instant access to some of the better weapons like the Falkirk battle rifle, Sten gun SMG, and the broadside auto 5 shotgun. These will all be pretty powerful weapons, and there isn't really any drawbacks to killing the soldiers for them, as long as you take them out behind the church where none of the other soldiers can see you. For the next weapon, you will want to go to this location on your map in the Skethermoor area, and here you will find an entrance to a cave. Now this cave will have some feral enemies in it that you will need to take out first, but then you can squeeze into this hidden area. And here on the floor you will find the modified JM3 rifle. This has been my favorite weapon in Atomfall due to its high base damage, and it's the only gun that I have found that has a scope, which will help you get off some very accurate long-range shots that can easily one-shot most enemies. And it's honestly not that hard to get, so you can easily pick it up when you start a new game. Now while you're in the Skethermoor area, and if you have some ammo for that JM3 rifle, you can head to this area on the map. Here you will have a high chance of encountering an armored enemy that would normally be pretty difficult to take down. But with that JM3 rifle you can easily get a longer range headshot on this enemy, then you can rush to their body to get the Enfield LMG. This is a very powerful high damage dealing weapon, but it will have some high recoil, and it will go through ammo very quickly. But it's a great weapon to grab and hold onto until you need something that can do a lot of damage. The next two weapons will come from the Casterfell Woods area. First head to this location on the map, and when you get here you will see this boulder with a sword sticking out of it. And if you get close enough to the sword you can remove it from the boulder, but it will break so it won't be a full sword. But it is still one of the best melee weapons in the game, and it will do a lot of damage. Then we can go to this location on the map, and here beside the entrance to the castle, you will find a free bow, some arrows for it, and the bow manual, which will unlock 3 skills related to the bow. The bow is a really great weapon because it's silent, which allows you to be sneakier, it's pretty accurate, and it can do a lot of damage. But on top of this, you can retrieve your arrows after you fire them, even if they are used to kill an enemy. So it's an all-around great weapon, and you will always have ammo for it as long as you retrieve your arrows. And the final weapon on the list can be found inside of the interchange after you collect the first 2 atomic batteries. Once you bring the first 2 atomic batteries back to the interchange, an NPC named Joyce Tanner will show up. This will unlock the storyline through the game, which will give you Joyce's ending, but if you don't want this ending you can kill Joyce in the interchange, and then on her body you will find the unique Joyce Tanner's high-powered 9mm pistol. This will be similar to a normal 9mm pistol, but this unique version of the gun will come with a perk that will make it have much lower recoil than the normal version. And those are a ton of weapons that you don't want to miss in Atomfall, but I would love to know which of them are your favorites in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.